Hello and welcome to The Den. My name is Aaron and I'm your Wednesday Bear, coming to you from Manchester, England on this beautiful day. And just for shits and giggles, I decided to film today from my bedroom. So welcome to my bed. I have this lovely scar on my head and I really have no idea how I got it. Bear bash, it hurts. So this week's video is about first dates, and as you may be aware by now, this wasn't the topic we were meant to be talking about, is it, Evan? So next week you're going to get the topic of gay rights and gay marriage in Britain. But for now, back to dates. Now I've actually got to compliment Evan on this one because I had a first date last week, so I'm quite well prepared for this video. Kind of. Sort of. So I don't know about you, but first dates are something that scares me. As I've said before, I'm an extremely picky person, and I don't generally go on a date with someone unless I think they are future boyfriend material. So have I met people that I've gone on dates with before? Well, the last one was at karaoke, and there was just this really cute guy, and he was talking to my friend, and I thought, ooh, I know the person he's talking to, I shall go and talk to that person, and use that as a starting point. We then got on like a house on fire for the rest of the evening, and we arranged to go on a date. Other first dates have included talking to people online, talking to people on apps, knowing someone for a while and then realising that we kind of sort of like each other, and just thought, fuck it, let's go on a date. And then there's always the awkward one of, okay, we've kind of been friends with benefits for a while, and we've got feelings developing. So we then turn it into a date. Or, you know, just bypass dating completely and just go, right, we're now together. Now, as I said before, dates are something that I get extremely petrified about and extremely nervous about, especially the first date, because you want to make a great impression. As you can probably guess by now, I know quite a lot of people. I'm friends with a lot of people from all over the place. And generally, a lot of people will say I'm outgoing. I do a weekly vlog on YouTube, for God's sakes. But I'm actually quite insecure inside, especially when talking to someone that I like. Suddenly, I start overanalyzing absolutely every single little detail that I can and coming up with the worst situations that could ever happen, and I get myself really worked up and really nervous. So what do I do to combat that? I prepare to the nth degree. The day before going on a date, I will generally work out the 3 different outfits that I could wear. And that might sound a little bit gay, but I'm gay. So let's just move on. I pick out 3 outfits because I don't know what to wear. And I get really nervous that if I wear the wrong thing, they might not like me. But not only that, I also pick out a clean pair of underwear, clean pair of socks, jeans, belt I'm going to wear with it, the toothpaste that I'm going to clean my teeth with, the deodorant that I'm going to put on, the spare set of gel, and everything that I might need, smelly stuff, whatever, so that I know that I'm fully prepared, and when I'm going to get ready for the date, I've got everything there ready. So that evening, I will then, after probably texting them to say goodnight, see you tomorrow, hope you sleep okay, and, you know, all that kind of flirty texting that you're obviously going to be doing before a first date, I will then sleep nothing at all to maybe an hour. So this last date I went on, I had the open at work, so I was in at 7 o'clock in the morning, finishing at 4 o'clock. So I had to take everything with me to work. So the pressure is building and more nerves are on me because I'm thinking, fuck, I'm going to smell of pizza and sweat. And that's never a good look. So even though I had a shower before I went to bed, I then had another shower in the morning. That nervous. And then went to work. And throughout the entire of my shift, I was either bouncing off the walls and ceiling going, oh my god, I've got a date tonight! Like I had been doing for the past couple of days because I was so excited because I was going on a date with this lovely person who was flirting with me and texting me and he was so lovely. So I was either bouncing off the walls or I was going shit, what am I going to do? Where am I going to go? Because I had 3 restaurant choices because I didn't want to just go, this is where we're going, because I become really indecisive when I go on a date. I don't know what to choose because I don't want it to be the wrong decision. Go really, really nervous. I'm going to meltdown, which is fun. So I then have to pull myself together, think, nope, I'm on shift, let's run shift. And forget that I've got a date. And then it's not until 4 o'clock when I come off the floor and go, shit, I've got a date. So at that point, that's when the magic happens. I start having to get myself ready. So that is checking every single body part to make sure that we're all fine, good, dandy, nails trimmed, pubes down, beard fine, and douse myself in smellies. And then the really important bit. Which shirt should I wear? It's a date. And I don't go on a date in a t-shirt. So I had a nice shirt on. I went with the shirt because I felt that it fitted the best, it was the best colour, and all this other gay fashion stuff. And of course, I got everyone in the building to make sure that I looked right. Because I had to have their opinion to make sure that I wasn't making a fool of myself and looking like a sack of potatoes done up in the middle. Now I was happy with my choice of clothing. I'd rebrushed my teeth, my hair was beautiful, my smelliness was great, and I was generally prepared. And then suddenly, nerves hit again. You see, even talking about dates makes me nervous. I am so nervous right now doing this video, for fuck's sake! And then you go on the date. Quite a traditional date that I like to do is going for a meal, having a bit of a walk around, and just getting to know someone, maybe go for a drink or something. But something where you can actually talk. Traditional dates include movies. But what I don't understand about a movie theatre is that you're stuck in a black room with hundreds of other people watching a film and you can't talk or get to know that person. And for me, that's the most important part, especially on a first date. So movies are fine for second and third, when you know someone a little bit better and you can feel comfortable with holding hands, maybe getting that sneaky kiss in, but it's not first date material. And especially, never, ever take me to a horror film. If I haven't made that clear before, no horror films ever! Now the only other time that a movie would therefore be acceptable is if you had a movie night in your house, but it involves having a first date in your house. And some people say that's a bit weird, but I have done it, and it does work if it's the right person. But it will, if not always, turn into sex. So it just depends if you want to have sex on the first date or not. Now I'm a classy bird, and I'm not going to lie, it has happened. I can generally say to people, well, if you want to get to know a little bit about me more before I meet you, I've got this YouTube thing that you can look at, and it's got a whole load of things about me. A lot of people tend to go into a date with me with a lot more information than I have about them. Which is a little bit scary sometimes. I'm not going to lie. And obviously, knowing a lot of people and going to a lot of events, I'm known by a lot of people. And that's not me being a whore, it's just that I'm a bit social and I talk to a lot of people and I have a lot of friends, but therefore it means that there are a lot of misconceptions and preconceptions out there about who I am, what I am, and what kind of person I am. So I always find it quite refreshing when I find someone who isn't really out on the scene or doesn't know that many people. It means that I can go into a date with less nerves because I don't think, fuck, what do they think about me? What do they know about me? What have they heard about me? What has been said? What's lies? What's truth? I don't know! And once again, getting a little bit too nervous than I should be. Now, first dates are amazing. They're those special times where you get to know someone, and if it all works out, there's something that you always look back fondly on. Now, there are always those embarrassing stories where first dates go absolutely shitting wrong, but there's always something that you can look back on if you're still together in the future. And of course, there are first dates that go drastically, horribly wrong, and you never want to see that person again because you fear for your life. I think I've only had one of those occasions, and that was in Edinburgh. I barely knew the guy, I talked to him online, and when we first met up, he grabbed my hand and gave me this huge snog, and it's just like, I've only just met you, and your breath smells. And then he proceeded to creep me out for the rest of the meal, and I was just scared. Very, very scared. So yes, that went nowhere. But the dates that are amazing and go really well, you look back fondly on, even if, in the end, you weren't the right person for them, and they decide, actually, I don't want a boyfriend. I don't want to go on another date. If you really click with someone and that first time that you hug each other or kiss each other and it just feels amazing to have them there with you and it just sends shivers down your spine, it makes you feel safe inside and the world feels right. And that might sound cheesy, but if you've ever gone on that first date and you've just known that this feels awesome, then you know what I'm talking about. So that's my favourite part of a first date, is if you click and that first hug and kiss, because it's just magical. No Disney movie could ever recreate it. I'm sorry, Disney. I love you to pieces and we all know that. But it's just the best feeling that you ever have. So that's it with first dates. And yes, I know the video didn't really end anywhere and there's no real conclusion. But, well, that's because first dates don't always have a conclusion. And so therefore, you have no conclusion today. I always find that even if the date doesn't turn out the way that you want it, it's always nice to be able to have friends at the end of it at the very least. So I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, guys, and a fantastic Wednesday this week. And I'll see you all next week for the video that you should have had this week on gay marriage and gay rights in the UK. Goodbye! Don't forget to like and share our videos, subscribe to the channel and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Tumblr and Instagram. And what happened with the date last week? Well, it went really well, but I'm still single.